Hey, before you watch this video, this is part 2 of a two-parter. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to go watch that now or you will not understand what is happening. Anyways, on with the video.
Boobies.
What the hell? Look at those gooey blueies! It's about time. Here, your book has some snacks from the vending machine. Madeline mutters a bit more as she relocks the door behind you, but she looks almost happy as you show her the 2 treasures you retrieved. She then takes the cackle snacks from you, leaving you holding her diary. Glad that's over with. Madeline's worked the bag open and is ready to gorge herself before shooting you a puzzled glance. What? Don't you want your diary? Diary? Oh, you mean my book? Nah, just as long as it's safe here. You can set it down on the table. Wait, can I read it now? Humph. Okay, but only because you're my best friend and got it for me. Here, let me get the lock. You hand her the tome, and she fidgets with the golden lock shaped like a skull. God, why am I having such a hard time reading these? In a few seconds, it's open, and she hands it back to you. Your eyes are alight at finally getting a peek at Madeline's inner psyche. What kind of aggressive outrage towards this sad yet beautiful world is she barely be keeping from boiling over? What? Your heart beats madly and wildly, ready to read if she's possibly written about having feelings for you. Fingers trembling, you open the book to see that. Oh my god, I'm having such a hard time. Fingers trembling, you open the book to its first few pages. And is that what you expected at all? It's a book of poems? Haikus at that. Well, okay, maybe there's still something interesting here. The last piece of pie. More will notice your absence than mourn my own death. The only question have halos. Can someone else do it? Dead. I'm not getting hardcore. I'm sure. Life is a buffet. Even if death is all reincarnated now, still life is all despair. Wait, one more cookie in box. I live on for now. At the gates of hell, endless damnation looks like 2 large door knockers. That looks like the end. Oh, that's it. Okay. A moment passes after you reach the last page. Why are you looking at me like that? Is she offended? Is she like sad? I can't tell what that expression is. A moment passes after you reach the last page, and you realize she's been silently focused on reading. That you've been silently focused on reading for quite some time. Looking up, you see Madeline has been leering at you all the time. Her treats left untouched. You return her glance for just a moment before quickly reverting your eyes back to the book. Direct eye contact with Madeline was asking for trouble. Her irises were like the tips of 2 clove cigarettes burning in the night. With a burning intensity to their glower, you reread the last poem and then close the book, setting it down on a nearby table, disappointed that this treasure trove wasn't all that you were hyping up to be. Terrible, right? No, it's not bad, just not what I was expecting. You try to hide the deflated look on your face while answering. Meanwhile, Madeline starts going through the bag of treats. Really? You like them? Munch! It's just like some shit I put down whenever I feel sensitive. The haiku structure actually makes me feel like there's still something I can actually control in my life. Crunch, munch! Believe me, I could fill a whole book after today. Munch, munch, munch! I'd seriously die if someone else read them. I mean, someone other than you. Honestly, I have sort of wanted to share them with someone. A slightly panicked look comes to Madeline's face as she mentally relieves the removal of her clothes this afternoon. In a much faster pace, she drops a few more of the casket-shaped chocolates into her mouth and swallows them before starting up again. I don't know how I'm gonna live with this. I don't know. Oh my god, I can't read. I don't know how I'm gonna live this down, Raven. Can I ask you to just dump me in the crematorium and tell them to get it over with? More like crematorium with the way she's going through those streets. Still, you should probably say something to Madeline in this time of need. Madeline, she tried to gather your thoughts together, but suddenly they're all jumbled together. You try to shape the right sentence to say, but it's nearly impossible other than a few fragments. It could be because the girl you had the hots for is gobbling down the chocolates. It certainly made just a bit hard concentrating. You blink and manage to get enough of your consciousness together that only 3 oddly familiar phrases come into the forefront of your mind. What should your strategy be? Madeline, what? I don't understand what I'm doing. Let's go with pictures of you. An idea suddenly strikes you. This could be just a cue for Mad's depressed demeanor. One sec. You don't want her to hear the response as you bolt out the room and take off for your locker. You quickly retrieve the photo you have stashed away in there and make it back to your room, now nearly out of breath. Madeline hasn't moved an inch. What was all that about? Look at this. You hand over the photo and she takes it. The photo to her and she takes it silently. I took this picture when we went down to that street bar way off campus all the way over on Fascination Street. I still can't believe they named the street that. You had such a great time that night. You were even smiling. It was nice. I don't remember that, and I definitely don't remember smiling. Probably because you had such a good time partying. What's wrong with Smiling more isn't going to change that I totally embarrassed myself today. Being nicer isn't going to make these shrink. These shrinks so I can go back to just being So the quote-unquote... what? I don't understand. So the quote-unquote Queen of the Night chorus scene wants to be normal. Raven, don't play dumb. You never brought up my boobies. My boobies before. But I've seen the stares you give them when you think I'm not looking. My own breast man can't help but gawk at how ridiculous I look. I want these things to be how they were. I want to blend in. I'm supposed to be cold and emotionless at the moon, not like I have two moons sprouting out of my chest. You take a deep breath before the next part. Unsure on what onslaught of expletives, I don't know what the hell that word is, you are undoubtedly about to unleash. Madeline, I'm just gonna say it. There's no win in a war against those, so why can't you be both? Oh my god, they're bigger than her freaking head. Both? Yeah, there's not some rule saying goth girls can have big titties, right? Shouldn't that be IES? And even if there was a rule, the Mads I know would be one of the first to break it. So I'm saying own it. Be the Why are there so many words I don't know? Be unashamed about it. Let them stare. Why not show everyone you don't give a fuck about what they think? Unashamed, huh? Fuck yeah. Raven, you're right. I was worrying too much about what everyone else thought. I should own it. I can't have big titties and be a goth girl. No matter who the hell says I can't. Yeah. Fuck. I could even be one of those cam girls if I wanted to. Dorks on the internet would will probably pay big money to see me break some bras. Alright. Maybe a screen name like Maddie Macabre or Miss Very Scary. What? Also, why are there double quotes there? Cool. So, did you want to go out tonight and test out your new big titty goth girl persona? Sure. In fact, I could use a few shots to forget about today. Let me see if I can at least Frankenstein my remaining wardrobe into something I can fit in. Madeline has to brush is struggling with slip off her shoulders and take a seat at the end of her bed, moaning relief as she does so. That's so much better. You don't mind, right? Nope, it's fine. You answer, trying not to sound quick and without a hint of emotion, even with all that flesh in your face. After all, the running around you had me doing, I'm heading for the shower. If we hurry, we could even make it before happy hour starts. Suddenly, Madeline grabs your hand. What's with this music? Wait, Raven, yeah? Thanks for, putting up with me. It's no big deal, Matt. That's what friends are for. Seriously though, you were the only person that's bothered to stay my friend even with how I get sometimes. I swear, it's like you enjoy when I boss you around. Oh my god, it's so loud! Seriously though, you're the only person that's bothered to stay. Oh wait, I already read that. Madeline laughs, but you don't. Laughing and holding your hand like this, she's unaware. She's cut straight to your heart. All you can do is squeak. Rave, you say something? Let me guess, I can say it before. It's a big deal. You can boss me around with whips and chains. You know what? Let's go full. Come on, let's do it. Well, that's what you want to say, but your brain temporarily is in a shade of shock. Oh, what's with her eyebrows? Please stop. Don't give me that look. Stop. Please stop. Your brain is in a state of shock, and the words don't come out right at all. It's almost like a strange fear grips you just before you can speak. So instead you spread it out. Madeline has so completely hit the horny nail right on the head, and you're still unable to speak. Her sharp eyes pierce into yours, and then with a flash of sudden realization, a sudden understanding of what she's missed in the tone of your squeaks, as well as what she's been missing all these years now. Holy shit, Raven! But. She doesn't have to say a word. Her smug and knowing smile says it all. Seriously, not saying I don't like you as a friend, but... So make it straight. You don't want me as your big titty goth girlfriend? Yes. No. I really like being around you, Madeline. I don't believe you. You what? Oh my god. Madeline pauses for a second or two before thinking something over, and then abruptly shifts her weight and leans back under her bed. I said, shut your mouth, you piece of trash, and make yourself useful. You're in complete disbelief. Your nipples tend to your top within seconds, and you're barely breathing. Her nearly nude form revealed to you, and you realize that Madeline must weigh at least twice what you do now. The size difference, according to the erotic sense of power she has over you. You don't move. You can't move. Not in front of this absolutely perfect head before you. Madeline suddenly tugs at your arm and you topple on top of her. That's an order! Did I pull too hard? I'm fine. Keep going. Good. To show your queen how much she means to you. You finally embrace her as you wanted to do for so long. You're panting and will be totally embarrassed if anyone saw you like this. But giving in to your lust, you just feeling go. It feels so damn good. You let your mind go blank and became putty in Madeline's hands from just a tiny bit of dirty talk. This game is so weird. You don't even feel yourself pulling your clothes off. You're kissing any and every part of your body, any part of your body you can get your lips on. You wanted this so badly for so long, skin on skin, tongue piercing, sparring against tongue piercing. As carelessly as they crash together, you break for air just for a second, then take your tongue. You barely tap the tip of her nipple piercing. Madeline shivers in surprise. She brings one of her hands to caress the back of your head just a bit. You look up and lock eyes. You want to give her everything, anything she wants. In two high and quick breaths of your own, she commands you, fuck me! In a lust-fueled haste, you work to her thighs to give them a joyful division. You reach down to find warmth and wetness. Madison's eyes close in ecstasy. Yes! In all, she squeals in delight before quickly following up with, feed me! Without hesitation, you expertly reach down for the remaining food with a free hand. You hold out to Madeline's waiting lips and greedily chews it down. Make sure to lick your fingers with a lusty look. She swallows the mouth before shouting, "Oh, Raven! Oh, Raven, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm gonna..." Simultaneously, you collapse into a sweaty pile, an undeniable smile gracing the both of your faces. Seconds later, you both pass out from the sudden exertion. Slowly, you can feel yourself drifting off into a blissful sleep. Soon, you begin to dream. As a dream sets in, darkness overtakes everything, and the world around you begins to shift and change. You're walking somewhere in a tunnel of sorts, from what you could tell. There was a bright shining light in the distance at the end of it. The floor beneath you was rough and chilling to the touch of your bare feet. You have a jolt of realization that you're in fact entirely naked. You are also carrying something very large and very heavy. However, your dream self continues trudging forward without grievance. Soon you could hear a significant rumbling emanating from whatever waited at the end of this tunnel. Stranger though, you weren't afraid. It almost felt familiar. A few more steps and you were finally about to enter the finally about to enter the chamber at the end of this place. Light is gleaming so brightly now, you have to shield your eyes from the surge of glowing brilliance. That's when you finally can see what's been shivering so strongly. I hate this game. I hate this game, man. It's gold coins! Thousands and thousands of gold coins reflecting the light of the numerous torches lighting on every corner of this cavern. Even more shocking, you see a fantastically large dragon woman curled up and asleep on this what is that fucking word? Horde of hers. Her snoring continues to send small tremors throughout the cavern's cavernous abode. The snores and the rumblings are so very familiar for some reason. You're positively puny compared to her, and when your heart beats intensely at the sheer size of the breast. So shocked at the sight, you have to drop what you've been carrying just to catch your wits. The object, a chocolate brown treasure chest, undoubtedly filled with more treasures, rattles as it plops into the mountain of coins. The small clatter echoes off every wall in the cave and grows loud enough to rouse the beastly beauty from her slumber. With a stretch and a loud yawn, the dragoness turns over, exposing the fact, despite of all laws of biology, she's sporting a round and taut set of titties. Hey, they spelled titties right. Her bosom alone is the size of a peanut thatch roof cottage. Her golden eyes glance about the room until they lock on you. Her meager wings flutter at the side of you, and their slit pupils dilate as she hones her gaze, a look that's both startling and stimulating. Ah, I see. My little one has returned. Tribute from the royal family, I take it? Yes, even bigger than my last time too. Apparently during your last little roaring rampage act, you scorched a goat. What time period is this set in? As you reply, you notice your voice is higher pitched than you're used to. That should be you are. And almost vibrating like a hum. You catch your reflection in nearly abandoned blade and realized you're an elf. Quickly, the shapely one at that. Even as your hands begin to explore your body, your mind doesn't seem to freak out at this new revelation. Slowly realizing, but going by dream logic, if you were an elf, then that meant, well, can't let them think I'm getting too soft and slumbering up here. And the dragoness has got to eat, you know. Even if it's once every few years. The dragoness gives a chuckle and a snort, sending minor flame wisps out from her nostrils. Not nostrils? I am so good at reading. Nostrils, soft from this creature's hind cheeks, or hind cheeks, and was wobbled with every flick of her tail to the midsection that slumped and sunk into the gold coin she laid on. She was the epitome of soft. Even her four horns divulged a certain lethargic thickness about themselves. Plus, if I didn't threaten them so often, I wouldn't get to see you every full moon now, would I? I mean, how am I supposed to, expand my assets? Ransack a village? You seem to grasp that even with her powerful size and dangerous form, this dragoness is much too lazy to good on any of her theatrical threats. At least, you hope so. Right now, her voice and eyes alone are enough to tell you to dump out what treasures you've brought this time. Her beefy tail that's the wrong tail! Sticks out from behind her and beats an indiscriminate pile of gold in anticipation, sending the blooms this way and that. Gold and silver jingle as you dump your most recent haul out. Oh, yes! She bellows, instantly closing her eyes, shivering with delight. She was growing, her whole form pushing upwards as she outwards and pudge in pure bulk. Then, as suddenly as it started, it stops, the magic over for now, leaving you gaping at the sight. Well, I must say that was a good one. Hard to believe when we first met I was only just a few heads taller than you. Now, my little helper, is watching my growing wealth give you a little positive reinforcement? You remain silent, your mouth still agape, I don't know, at the sight you just behold. Such loyalty and service does deserve a reward, don't you think? She scoots you up, now able to easily carry you in her warm, massive paws. You want me to smother you again? I quite liked that last time. In fact, it was delightful to see you trembling a bit, almost like a piece of prey. Brings out the beast in me. With some careful attention, she's able to take one of her sharp claw nails and trace circles on your broad backsides. The pleasurable act makes your face flush, and your eyes begin to roll towards the back of your head in pleasure. You're near the point of losing control when you thought You're near the point of losing control when a thought flashes in the back of your mind. I did see some rather attractive chainmail armor in town just outside of the Dancing Damsel Inn. I believe the design was called a bikini? Armor? You're sure you haven't hit the pipe of insight one too many times. You know how I want you whenever you arrive. No weapons, no followers, and no clothes. Hardly to speak, thanks to pleasurable beastly back scratching, you simply give a nod to show that you're certain. The dragoness's eyes still seem puzzled before they finally relent. Well then, wait, where am I? Yeah. Well then, it's a deal. First, you give me a complete rubdown and count all my many new majestic scales. Then, I suppose I could part with enough gold for one of these kindness, I don't know what that word is, as a gift for you. Hee. Now, oh fuck it, okay. That is if you wish to leave afterwards. For now, get to work! The last bit of barking has just enough edge in it that you know she's not going to wait long. With a wave of your wrist, you summon a canteen of anointed oil. You lather your hands up, ever so eager for the new titillating challenge. What? Some might think this was a nightmare of servitude, but for you, it was a dream you never want to wake up from. The end. The end? That's the end? That's such a weird game. Apparently there are multiple endings to this game, but I am not going to go through and play this multiple times. Alright, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe down below for more. Please leave a comment. Say whatever you want. You know, you could call me stupid, you could call me ugly, or you could just say that you love me. I don't mind it. You know? But anyways, again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.